Yo, what up? Welcome back to Blues House. I'm your host, Blue Minati, and I got the homie Kobe with me. What's up, Kobe?
What's good, people?
Yeah, man. Didn't stream Friday. Nope, no big deal. To those who were looking for it, I want to apologize. Life gets hectic, man. Not saying that we're still in the hobby stage, but we got lives, man, and I got kids. And that's
Right.
always gonna take precedence over me doing the stream. So,
Right.
but I'm always gonna come back and try to, make up for what I didn't do. And we're gonna be streaming,
Of course.
actually talking about Shang Chi on this stream, the trailer that dropped. And I know a lot of people probably already watched it, but I think it's some things we can still talk about when it comes to the Shang Chi trailer or Shang Chi. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you want to donate, you can go to www.buymeacoffee.com/blueshouse, or you can hit the Cash App, which is $Bluminati, BLUMINATI. So yeah, man. Kobe, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been a long day, but I'm good.
You still got work to do, huh?
Yeah, man. All good.
Yeah, it's all good. All right. So, as I said, I didn't do that. We are going to be talking about Shang Chi. How much you know about Shang Chi, man?
A little bit, but not really a whole lot versed. I didn't really follow his books that much.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It just kind of wasn't really my type of character.
Yeah, me too. Didn't necessarily follow his books as much. I always liked him when he showed up, especially when he showed up. It's crazy. He does a lot of X-Men stuff.
He
That's
does a
what's
lot of
crazy.
training.
Yeah,
That's where I've seen him,
mm-hmm.
training people throughout. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much my experience with Shang-Chi.
Right.
To see how this play out will really give me an origin story for him, because I really don't even know the origin story not all that well.
Yeah, and you know what? We probably won't even necessarily. They will probably wrap up an origin story in this some type of way, but it won't be a Captain Marvel, a Doctor Strange, Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? It won't be that type of origin story. It'll be probably more flashback, more stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? That way it keeps it fresh, because the way that Marvel does their origin stories, and I think that's what made, and I've said it before, that's what made Captain Marvel suffer. Is that generic origin story. So I don't see them doing that again necessarily the same way that they did last time. Excuse me. But yeah, man, let's hop into this trailer.
Okay.
And see if we can get us a copyright strike.
Right.
Hop into this trailer. Maybe I shouldn't blow it up. I'll leave it kind of like this and go through some things, pause it, run it back. Let's see.
Okay.
You know what? Wrong trailer. That is the old trailer. Yep, let me run that back. Hold on, you guys. Come on, Marvel. Here we go.
Throughout my life.
You hear that?
The 10 rings gave our family power. If you want them to be yours one day, you have to.
Oh, now I got a question. Just watching that.
Okay.
XO, what's good, bro? What's up? What's up? Remember, we're gonna any questions and stuff like that, we will be answering after. So go ahead, get your comments on, ask your questions. I am gonna get to you. You know how I do. But yeah, I got a question, man. I don't know if you saw it.
Okay.
And this it's like a, let me see where it's at. That door
If you want.
was that door right there. Because it seems like the Mandarin is in, it seems like he's been around for a while, right? Since feudal, looks like since feudal Japan, or coming out of the era of feudal Japan, something like that. Is that door, do you think that might be a extra dimensional door? Because that's gonna come, that door keeps showing up in this trailer. Did you see the door that I'm talking about? Let me see. Right there. See, he's throwing the rings. See where that light is?
Yep.
I think that's a doorway, some kind of gateway.
Like a portal.
A portal, right. Now, I don't, you know what? We do get the Great Protector in this trailer, right?
Right.
And I think they swapped out the Great Protector, or they swapped out Fin Fang Foom for the Great Protector.
Right.
Do you think, hold on, let's might be getting ahead of myself, but I'll go say, do you think maybe Fin Fang Foom, or the Great Protector, so to speak, is from whatever dimension, and maybe that's also where he got the rings from?
I see.
Because remember, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I thought Fin Fang Foom was an alien.
Right. Well, this would it could still be alien in nature, just from a different dimension.
Okay. Right. So that's what we're saying.
Yeah,
alien,
that's what I'm.
Okay. I do think that. But do you think that, you know what I'm saying? Do you think that the dragon just kind of plays into, you know what I'm saying, this storyline, or do you think that's what it really is a dragon? You think that's what they're going with?
I just think I don't know. I think them calling it, I don't think that they wanted to call it Fin Fang Foom. I think they looked at that and said, man, that's too,
no, that sounds right.
Right. We can call it the Great Protector.
Right.
We can call it the Great Protector. It can be whatever we want it to be. You know what I'm saying? That way we knock out two birds with one stone. We have a dragon, and we have Fin Fang Foom also, kind of, in a sense.
Right.
Because to me, this would be why wouldn't Fin Fang Foom show up? Who is, if I'm not mistaken, the creator of the 10 Rings, right?
Right. That's what I thought as well.
Moved off of it. I think he created the 10 Rings. So I just want to check something real quick.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, man, if he created them and wore them, it would make sense as to why they're bracelets now instead of rings.
Right, because what if they were rings on his actual fingers? Right. There you go. That same thing I'm thinking. But what humans would have to
wear them as rings.
Wear them as bracelets. Maku system. Yeah. Surrounding region became known as the Valley of the Sleeping Dragon. See, I'm telling you, man. It says Fin Fang Foom was somehow briefly awakened in the 8th century, returned to sleep through a second application of the herb. He constantly entered into Chinese legend. Foom slept into the year 1961. Collector. Oh, man. Yeah. It's not saying anything about the rings. I thought he created the rings, though. Hold on. Yeah, alien technology of a crashed spaceship. Yeah, where that spaceship come from? I don't know. It's not saying that they came from Fin Fang. I thought it came from Fin Fang Foom though. Okay. Well, I mean, maybe I don't know. Never mind. I don't know. But let's get back into this. Listen.
If you want them to be yours one day, you have to show me you are strong enough to carry them.
This music is dope too.
You are of all who came before you.
See, that's that door again. That's what I'm saying. I think this might be the Valley of the Sleeping Dragon, right?
Okay.
That's the door or portal that could, you know what I'm saying, open. That's just what it seems like to me. Huh?
Yep. That's the portal that brings you there from. Yeah. That's the gateway, right?
That's just, I don't know, because this red door is going to be, and I'm going to keep pausing it and showing that.
Right. Every time we see it.
It's going to, that door plays a part some kind of way. Plays a part some kind of way. So, let's see.
The legacy of your family. You are your mother. And whether you like it or not.
See? Did you see it in the back again?
One more time.
And whether you like.
See the door back there?
Yep, I see it.
I'm telling you, that door, is something going on. Oh, yeah, it's something going on. I'm gonna get in. I got some things queued up that I want to talk about with this trailer. So
okay,
we'll get into it. But that's that door. I'm gonna pause it every time we see that door, man.
Right.
It or not, you are also your father.
I told my men they wouldn't be able to kill you if they tried. Glad
that looks like a dope scene, man. Do you think this is when they find Shang Chi? You know, because he left for all those years. I wonder if this is when they actually found him.
I told my men they wouldn't be able to kill you if they tried.
And I don't know if you noticed, it looks like they're using some kind of tech. Look at the swords and see that? Seems to be like they're using this alien tech. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you, man, Fin Fang Foom has to play the Great Protector, whatever you want to call him. It's playing now. Some people are saying that his mom's is the Great Protector.
I've heard that as well.
Some are saying that, and we're gonna get in that a little later on. Let me try to power through this.
Glad I was right.
You're just a criminal who murders people.
Be careful how you speak to me, boy.
I thought I could change my name. Start a new life.
There it is again. This time being powered up. Look.
Got it.
Telling you. That's a poor. I don't know. It could take you back in time. I don't know. But something is that doorway plays a big role in this movie, man.
Right.
Big role. As you see water gushing out of it. You know what I'm saying? You got the drag.
But I could never escape his shadow.
My son, you can't run from your past.
So there we have the Great Protector, or I'm sticking with Fin Fang Foom. That's who I think that is. And they emphasized it so much to show this. Like they didn't have to show a dragon. They didn't even have to put a dragon in this movie.
Nope.
But they knew the fans is looking for a dragon. They know we're looking for Fin Fang Foom, man.
No doubt.
Is that you wanted?
Is that the see? Okay, behind him again. Is that the door? Right there, glowing red.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's the other side of the door.
Mm-hmm.
Looks good though, man. Looks good. And then we have this.
You got this.
Thank you.
What do you make of that? Well, but you know what? Before we get in, hold on. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's, like I said, I got a couple things queued up.
Okay.
All right. So the 10 rings. Let me quit sharing this. What do we think? Where do you think the 10 rings come from? Are they Fin Fang Fooms? Is this what type of? We know it's got to be alien technology because we see him.
Right.
I said feudal Japan. My mistake. I meant China. I'm sorry. This is not a Japanese movies. Chinese.
Chinese, right?
Where does he get these rings from? Are they alien? Is it, like I said, is it from this portal he discovered? Maybe, I don't know. And I guess he has to now pass the rings down. Does he feel like the rings is maybe going to kill him? He's getting too old and he wants to keep him in the family. What do you think is going on?
I honestly think that he would he can only hold them for so long and then has to pass them on, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. That's why he's, for one, I feel like that's why he's even seeking his son out, because he was destined to carry them anyway.
Okay.
Right. That's what I feel like. I feel like this is going to be a lot of like a prophecy type, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I agree. I just want to know why. Like, what makes, you know what I'm saying, is the technology talking to him? Is it killing him? Is it radioactive? And you know what I'm saying, he can only hang on to him for so many years or something like that.
Right. That's what I think. Yeah. He can only hold on to it for a certain amount of time.
Right.
And now it's time to pass it on.
This
is pass him to his son and manipulate him.
Right.
That's what I think the story is.
Do you think the 10 rings carry the same power as in the comics? Like, you know, the Mandarin's power, or how he manipulated the 10 rings and each ring had its own different power set? Do you think
right?
Mm-hmm. Do you think that's still in play?
I would like it to be. I mean, I think that would translate well on screen.
Mm-hmm.
I would love it to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? 10 different powers, you know what I'm saying? 10 different powers. I think that makes the wearer like super OP.
Do you think, because I'm looking at it, maybe he doesn't know each ring has its own power? Because we see him using more concussive blast and stuff like that, but we haven't seen him use any kind of, I think he does, I think it's like lightning and, you know,
fire,
all different types of, stuff like that. We haven't seen him. Matter of fact, let me see. Left hand, pinky, ice blast, ring finger, mental intensity. So that would be like his psychic energy. Middle finger, electro blast. Index finger, flame blast, like you just said. Thumb, white light emits different types of energy. Then you got the right hand, pinky, black light creates absolute blackness. Ring finger, disintegration beam destroys bonds between atoms. So that, I mean, just totally obliterate somebody with that one, you know. Middle finger, vortex beam causes air to swirl around in the vortex at high speed, can levitate objects. Index finger is an impact beam, projects concussive force of that seems like what we keep seeing, this concussive force. And then thumb is matter rearranger, can rearrange atoms on a molecular scale of substances, or speed up or slow down the movements. Maybe that's what's happening with that water gushing through. I don't know. So yeah, okay. So they are from Fin Fang. From this said, discovered by the Mandarin in China's Valley of Spirits. The 10 rings of power are actually the product of the dragon-like race Exon-Kar or Makluans from the planet Maklu 4. The Exxon car utilized them mainly as the power source for their interstellar craft's engines. The ring's functions currently cannot be explained by modern Earth science. The Mandarin learned how to utilize the rings for his own personal use and make them respond to his personal commands. Over the years, the Mandarin's mind has actually come to inhabit the rings, so now no one else can make use of them. The Mandarin can also now control the rings over large. Oh, that's crazy, large distances. So yeah, to me, if they're sticking with the rings being a product of dragon-like alien technology, the Great Protector is just, to me, subbing in for Fing Fang Foom.
Right.
That's the only way I see it.
That's a valid statement for sure.
Mm-hmm. That's the only way I see it. It's subbing in for Fing Fang Foom. Let's talk about Shang Chi's family.
Okay.
For a second. We got his family, his pops now is the Mandarin, because in the comics it's not the Mandarin, it's I forgot what is
Fu Manchu.
His Fu, that's right, Fu Manchu. And I'm just like Fin Fang Foom, I'm pretty sure they want to get rid of these stereotypical names that can be looked at as bad and stuff like that. So I totally understand that. So now his name is What is his name?
Wenwu.
Wenwu, that's right, Wenwu. Which is AKA the Mandarin. So we have a mix of characters. I'm guessing we're now getting the Mandarin character and Fu Manchu, and because Marvel likes to do this, and why not? You know what I'm saying? Push them together and we get a whole new character. You know what I'm saying? What role does the Mandarin play to Shang-Chi himself? Is we know he's we know he's his father or whatever, but is he actually an antagonist, or is this played out like Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker almost? Or is it different? Is the relationship different?
I feel like it's different. I feel like his motivations are like, he might want Shang-Chi to, be a part of his organization, but he still wants to be able to manipulate him. So, like, he still wants that power. So I think, like I said, I think it's a different type of relationship.
Okay, because he says, because you get in the trailer we saw, it seems like he tracked him down. You know what I'm saying? Just to try to bring him back into the fold. We know that he trained, like, it seemed like he got training both from his moms and his pops. You know what I'm saying? And that's why in the trailer she's like, you're both, you know what I'm saying, the product of your mom, and you're both, and the product of your father. He thinks that his father's totally evil, crime syndicate. You know what I'm saying? I found these rings. I'm gonna take over, if not the world, at least my part of the world. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I guess I kind of am looking at this as a Star Wars situation. Come to the dark side, join me. We can rule this galaxy together type situation. I don't know. And I guess these rings also make you not age.
Yeah, I guess that is very clear. Yeah, he doesn't
age
at all, right?
And but why? It's another. Okay, since we're talking about his family, he has his father, his mom's, and I think Michelle Yeoh was playing. We don't know yet, but I think that's playing his mom. I'm sticking to that. He has a sister. Why, if the Mandarin is hundreds of years old, why did he wait to have kids? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he does have kids. You know what I'm saying? We just don't know. Maybe we're just seeing these two. I don't know. But to me, it just makes no sense.
Maybe Shang-Chi and I don't know the
sister. Maybe she
they're
could
old
be.
too.
Yeah, maybe they are old. Maybe they've been stuck in the other side of that portal, and maybe that's why they don't age. You know what I'm saying? We could be dealing with another quantum realm type situation, because you got to think all of these movies got to connect. Believe it or not, even though we're getting different prongs of the MCU, I think all of these movies are going to connect some type of way. You know what I'm saying?
Have
Because
an overarching story, right?
right. So let me see what the sister's name is. Zhao Ling.
Okay.
Zhao Ling is the sister. But yeah, I mean, you're right, man. Maybe they are older, and we just don't know. Maybe they just been, you know what I'm saying, trapped in whatever said dimension of or pocket of the quantum realm. That's another thing too. We still don't know how the quantum realm operates. If we have a
Right.
city, if we're thinking the TVA is in the quantum realm, that I'm pretty sure that's not the only city that's, you know what I'm saying, in the quantum
Mm.
realm. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Or
it even that wasn't even what's the name of the city that where Kang lives? That's
Chronotopia.
right, Chronotopia. That's not even this city that we're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we look at the one in Ant-Man and the Wasp, that's not even that city.
Also, you don't think that is, because
Nope.
I think that could be the TVA. You don't think so though?
I think it could be, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
think I don't think that's how they're gonna go story wise. That's that particular one that we saw already.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Okay.
we see multiple, like you said.
Yeah, yeah. It only makes sense. I mean,
Right.
why not? You know what I'm saying? And they don't have to explain it neither. Because I mean, it just
Nope.
makes sense to have multiple
Right.
pockets of the quantum realm. You know what I'm saying? Like we brought up what it is, the Nullverse or yeah, the Nullverse, Limbo,
Hmm.
you know, TVA, Chronopolis. I think that's what it's called, Chronopolis. Um, just all these places that exist outside of time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that could be, or it could just be the dimension that these dragons are from. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And wherever that is could cause that actually could be in the quantum realm somewhere. Who knows?
Yeah, you're
Who
right.
knows? Who knows? Where am I at? Let's talk his mom's. You believe that Michelle Yao is playing his mom? What's her name? Jiyoung Nan.
I can see that. I mean, it wouldn't make sense for her to be any other character.
Yeah,
Not
because I mean,
not from my aspect. Yeah,
because we see
not
the
from my
flashback,
standpoint. Yeah.
but I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily, it's shown it was a different actress, you know what I'm saying? Which to me makes sense if we're going back in the, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure the mom has uh aged just like the dad, but with the flashback with the
Hmm.
dad, it's the same Mandarin character. That's the only thing that's
Right.
throwing me off. You see what I'm saying?
Right. They
Is
use the
that
same actor, so it's
right?
the same character.
Uh-huh. But with Jiang Name or Shang-Chi's mom, I'm sorry, it's not Michelle Yao that is shown in the flashbacks. It's a totally different actress. That's the only thing that's throwing me off.
Hmm.
And it could be because what if, and this was something that I seen too. What if Shang-Chi is a product of the Great Protector, who, because we do know in the comics, Fin Fang Foom does take human form also. What if his mom is actually the Great Protector, aka Fin Fang Foom?
Okay. Okay.
And now
And
he has mixed blood, and that's why his chi
right.
is so high.
Right. Because that's really where his power set comes from.
Right. It's just chi, just him manipulating the world
Hmm.
around him. You know what I'm saying? Not a special, not a
Right.
superpower, just being able to, you know what I'm saying, kind of just like I said, just manipulating the world around him using chi and controlling
Exactly.
it, stuff like that. So um and that affords that to me, that goes back to kind of Star Wars, midi chlorines, you know what I'm saying, being able to use the force,
Right.
stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
You know? Um,
Uh huh.
so yeah, do you think maybe are they this are is Michelle Yao and Shang-Chi's mom one and the same? And is Shang-Chi's mom the Great Protector?
I would say that that's pretty plausible for both to be right.
Mm-hmm.
It just, like I said, all evidence kind of points towards it. But I mean, my thing is we've only seen bits and pieces of this trailer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like it's hard for me to say because I mean it makes sense, but then
Right.
again, like I said, I always feel like they keep something close to the chest
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
every single time. That's why sells these movies is that twist.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree with you. I mean, we've only seen bits and pieces. It's only right to hold out uh, on what's going on or whatever. But I just wanted to throw that out there. To me, it's something I won't say fishy, but there's some things going on.
Yeah, something to pay attention to.
Right. It's some things going on. Let me see. Where am I at? All right, we got the Death Dealer. I think the Death Dealer, which is the guy in the mask, the Kabuki mask or whatever, I
Right.
think that might also be a brother to him. How do you feel about that? Do you think maybe the Death Dealer?
I can see that. We do see him protecting the Mandarin all in like every single frame that you see. And
Mm-hmm.
then you get to most pretty much there. So I can see that. I can see that. I
Right.
buy it, and definitely anyway for sure.
Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, it's to me, it kind of makes sense that maybe they're kin some kind of way,
Okay.
or um, I don't know, maybe, or maybe they're not actual brothers, but like they grew up as brothers, rivals,
Gotcha.
training,
Gotcha.
something, you know what I'm saying, something like that. Shang Chi was the better martial artist, the better, at everything, but he just hated it all. You know what I'm saying? And the Death Dealer didn't mind putting the work in, being bad, you know what I'm saying, killing people, whatever. He really didn't matter. Or what really didn't matter to him as far as what was going on. How do you feel about that?
I'm back. So I don't think that, like I said, here's where I think that I feel like I disagree a little bit with the brother thing.
Okay.
I think that it doesn't seem plausible because, like I said, that goes back to that age thing. And the,
Uh,
yeah, it doesn't go together because of the age thing. Like I'm trying to figure. I that's one mystery that I just can't figure out is how they're all so old. Hold on
yet
one
so
second.
young.
So young. I mean, yeah, right. I'm
Mm,
sorry, my headphones are tripping, so I'm closing them out. Yeah, how they're so young. Like I said, it's just like I said, I can't put my finger on that. There's one thing about this trailer that kind of made me kind of shaky about this is I don't know I don't know the character enough or the side, not necessarily the main character, but the side characters enough to
yeah.
kind of justify. So yeah, it sounds good, but I can't really put my finger on that because I don't know the side character. I don't
Right.
kind of don't really know their backstory.
Yeah. Well, according to the comics, I think the Death Dealer was like a MI6 agent who worked for Fu Manchu. He was like MI6 double agent or something like that, and his methods was just real brutal. And they could just stick with that. You know what I'm saying? They could ultimately just stick with that storyline, except for we don't have Fu Manchu no more. We have uh the Mandarin Wenwu, and he grew instead of the MI6 ankle, he just came up through the Mandarin system, through the 10 rings. You know what I'm saying? So we could totally just have it that way. And because Marvel is known to reinvent heroes, villains, characters. It don't matter. They will reinvent them, refashion them so it can be plausible or palatable, I should say, for the MCU. So they could do it any kind of way that they want to do it, man. I really don't have no issue with it. I think it's a cool character, looks cool. He might,
I think so.
I hope they don't kill him off because this character could be a character that could be real popular.
Right.
You know, hopefully I hope he doesn't talk, which he probably will, but I think it'd just be cooler for him to be like a silent. This could
definitely
right, you know, this could be their Darth Maul in a sense. You know what I'm saying? How we got Darth Maul real popular, only got 5 minutes of screen time though.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Right, total. I hope they don't make that mistake again and give us a real dope character and then just kill him off, or just have him show up for 5 seconds and disappear. You know what I'm saying? I think this should be a character that should be played in the background, do some things, you know what I'm saying, disrupt a lot of things. Because I could see him not just mess with Shang Chi, he can come in, fight Captain America, fight, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these grounded heroes that we still got out there, you know what I'm saying?
And give them a run for their money.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Give them an actual fight. Exactly right.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about Shang-Chi's chi, his power set.
Okay.
Like I mentioned earlier, I think he might be half alien, half from the Mandarin. And because to me, this whole story is going to be about being pulled from one side to the other, dark side, light side. You know, legacy, you know,
right.
Stuff like that. His mom not being around no more, his pop still alive, stuff like that. Because I think that's how it's going to be, and that's why I want to say Michelle Yao is his mom's, but I don't think his mom is still alive anymore. And I think that's what made him actually run away, was the death of his mother. You know what I'm saying? Because now he doesn't have that balance in his life no more.
Right.
Or maybe he comes back and find out that his mom is still alive. I don't know, man. I don't, like you said, we don't have enough going on, but I do like my speculation.
Right. I'm with you. Like I said, it's so fun to speculate.
Yeah, it is. But
so
yeah, go. You was about to say, go ahead.
The chi. Mm-hmm. His mom teaches that's comic accurate. Mom teaches him to use his chi, right, to harness it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like that will play a big part in the movie as well. I feel like over the rings, I don't even feel like he ends up with them.
Yeah, I don't think so neither. Because he doesn't.
I think he needs them.
Right. He doesn't need them. Strong character. Shang-Chi, comic book wise, very strong. Even though he's human being, limited, strong character. Even Ares, the god of war, said, "Hey, this is the mortal who can hold his own with the god." You know what I'm saying? I forgot when it was an Avengers comic that he said that. So Shang-Chi is a bad boy, man. His chi powers, like you said, him getting them from his mom's, I think, is a dragon.
Okay.
I'm still going there. The great protector is his mom. I'm sticking to that. And just using, I think it's going to be I think this movie is going to show us a real graceful martial arts and real brutal martial arts on one end. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get extremes of each spectrum, you know, extremes of the spectrum.
Right.
But I do think what's going to happen, I do think Shang-Chi will use the rings. I think he'll get them, use them, but he won't use them or he'll find, or it'll be a way to where he takes them from the manor some kind of way, and you know what I'm saying, but he doesn't use them. Something like that. Something like that. And we do know that this character was based off of the late great Bruce Lee. So I think a lot of and it's not being shown, but I think we're going to get some homage to Bruce Lee in this movie.
Okay.
Whether it's some nunchuck swinging, whether it's just that, you know, how Bruce Lee makes that his I'm gonna say his battle cry, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I think we will get some throwback, some homage to Bruce Lee in this, man. But I wonder if they're gonna show, you know what I'm saying, show, even though he's human, showing him kind of pushing past the physical limits of his body using his chi. I wonder if you know what I'm saying, if we get that.
we're gonna see that on screen. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe him being able to speed up, you know what I'm saying, or deflect bullets, stuff like that. I wonder if we're gonna see stuff like that, man.
I think that
And
would be dope.
is he gonna have his, his bracelets, his bracers, or whatever you want to call it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of his only weapons, or that he really carries is his, his bracelets. And I don't even think that they're mystical in nature, or you know what I'm saying, anything like that. He just, I guess, kind of just uses the bracelets as a defensive mechanism, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Block strike. Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. What else? But yeah, the Chi, and let's get into what I really want to talk about, which is the Great Protector.
Okay.
All right, so Fin Fang Foom, and I think we talked about this last time. Alien, I forgot what what the name was again, where they came from, and but it's a shape-shifting alien, right? Looks Chinese, and looks like a Chinese dragon in nature. Not a Japanese dragon, not a European dragon, not an African dragon. It's a Chinese looking dragon. Even in the comics has I guess you can call it a Chinese name, Fin Fang Foom. Is the Great Protector? I'm just is it Fin Fang Foom? I guess that's really the only question I have in this. Do you believe that this Great Protector is Fin Fang Foom that we're seeing in this trailer?
Like you said, I feel like it's a mix of or just in nature, but not in name or anything else.
Okay.
Not in name, probably not even in appearance.
Yeah, the color scheme is, I think, white and red or something like that.
Yeah, it looks more like a natural dragon
than
thing in the comics. So
yeah,
I mean, I would say that, like you said, it's in name, you know what I'm saying, and maybe likeness, but it's definitely, I feel like that's definitely what they're pulling from. That's the inspiration.
Yeah. I think Fin Fang Foom is totally the inspiration, and you can't Fin Fang Foom is an iconic Marvel villain.
Right.
Where else would you use Fin Fang Foom at if not in a Chinese setting? A setting like this, to, you know what I'm saying, if we're gonna bring him or it to life in the MCU, where else would you know what I'm saying? To me, that's why it makes perfect sense to me.
No-brainer, right?
You know what I'm saying? This would be the best place to bring it to life on film. And like you said, to get away from that name, whatever we call it, the Great Protector, that's cool, because I think I'm pretty sure it goes by many names anyway. Probably has a couple of aliases. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good way to explain the rings and other things that go on in Marvel, because now we got dragons, right? Alien dragons, which would go back in history. You know what I'm saying? People like dragons and stuff like that throughout history. That's the reason why we got dragons, is because they were actually just aliens. You know what I'm saying? That's actually kind of dope too, if they want to throw that spin on it.
I would like that. That'd be a nice little twist.
And what about the Foo Dogs? Did you see those?
Those are like the flying little.
They look like lions, but they're, you know what I'm saying, they're called Foo Dogs.
Okay. So I did see that. Yes.
Okay. Because I'm trying to tell you, that portal thing, that door or whatever, that to me plays a big role. And I think wherever the Foo Dogs were, that scene, because Shang Chi was in that scene, but it looks like it was old China. Right? It looks like it was I don't even know the dynasties of China like that, but it seems like it was around that time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know, man. I don't know. This movie, even though they gave us a lot in this trailer,
They really didn't.
They really didn't. They really didn't, man.
And then just made it worse by slapping in, you know what I'm saying, the
Oh
other
yeah.
extra stuff.
Oh
Like
yeah.
slapping Abomination in the
Yeah,
trailer.
there we go. Let's get to that. I had totally forgot about that, man.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about that.
That was just one of those things that was, I don't think anybody expected that.
Yeah. I didn't see it coming. I totally didn't see it coming. So you're talking about the end credit to the trailer.
Right.
Them seemed like it was Abomination and Wong.
That's what it looked like.
Why are they fighting? Do you have any reason as to why, you know what I'm saying, they're fighting?
Well, it kind of leaves, well, there's two things. With you seeing those two characters fighting each other, what time period does this take place in?
Right.
Like, what time, like when in the, I guess, the cinematic universe, when is this happening?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, Wong, why would Wong be fighting in that tournament at this point in the story? It just doesn't make sense.
I kind of, because I said that same thing. Why are these two fighting? I'm thinking maybe, let's say Abomination is already, you know, well, we know he already worked for the government. Let's say now with Contessa in play, she's recruited the Abomination. They want the 10 rings. The only way to get the 10 rings is to fight in this tournament. Wong and the sorcerers and all that, they look at the 10 rings as kind of another mystical artifact. You know what I'm saying? They want the rings. Maybe that's the reason why they're fighting.
Okay.
That's the only reason. That's the only thing I come up with, because it looks like it was modern times. They cut to the shot of Aquafina's character, and Shang Chi seemed like being at this tournament. He had on modern day clothes, so I'm thinking it's in modern day.
Okay.
Or at least around that, you know, around our time. I wonder, because it's crazy. The only, you know, life after the blip, we haven't gotten anything like it. You know what I'm saying? I would like for them in Loki to even address this blip, you know, the blip situation, right? We haven't seen that addressed, even though we know this is the 2012 Loki, 2015, whatever, 2015 Loki, 2012, 2015. I know it's that, but the blip happened, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think that not to get off from the Abomination of Wong, do you think that you being inside the quantum realm excludes you from the blip, because you're still part of, I guess, the universe? You're still a living thing, part of reality, right?
I guess, yeah.
And the reason I bring this up is, are we going to get any kind of explanation? You know what I'm saying? That was the Mandarin blipped away? Was any, you know what I'm saying, any of these particular power characters who would, if they disappeared, would have created a power vacuum? Did they get, you know, did they disappear? And if the Mandarin disappeared, did the rings go with him? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like these are just questions that I got that Marvel's probably not going to address at all, but I'm just thinking about it. Abomination, did he disappear? Is he back? He's back now. Maybe it made him a little angry. Now he's got the fin ears that we know him for. We know Wong wasn't blipped away.
Right.
So I don't know. Those are just questions that I have on my own when I start thinking about them keeping everything canon and the continuity going. So that's just me. But
I understand.
Abomination, yeah, you know, yeah. I it's not a big deal, but it's a big deal. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's continuity. It is a big deal.
So that's just the thing that I think about. But back to Abomination and Wong, man. How would that fight even end? Which is this a fight to the death? Is you know what I'm saying? I guess that's how I'm looking at it. Are these fights to the death? Or maybe that wasn't even Wong. Maybe we're thinking it's Wong, and maybe it's just a regular sorcerer from you know, where they were at or whatever. But it looked like Wong to me.
It
To
did
be
look like
honest,
him, so that's why everybody thought it was.
yeah, and that looked like Abomination.
Oh, for
So
sure.
watch. I'm
Oh,
gonna tell you
especially
this.
him. Yeah.
It better be
Okay.
Abomination. It better be, because you don't throw that scene out. Go ahead.
Who else would it be though?
Well, yeah, I mean, you're right. Who else would it be? But I mean, you know, it could be anybody. They could be like, nope, this is, I don't know. They bonered us before, you know what I'm saying?
Right. That scene could not even be in the movie.
Yeah, couldn't even. That might not even be in the movie. That's the whole thing too. That's but yeah, the get into these comments and into the chat, man. The trailer looks good. Let's see what's going on in the chat real quick. All right, XR is in the chat. What's up, XR? He says, how much you want to bet that Disney and Kevin Feige going to emasculate, castrate, humiliate, nerf, water down, and use a comedy relief, or sandbag Hollywood can't have no strong alpha? I'll take your bet, XR. I will take your bet. If you're willing, $10, man. If you're down for it, I'll take your bet, $10. Okay. $10, XR. All right.
I'm cool. I'll be cool with a gentleman's bet.
A gentleman's bet. And Kobe said a gentleman's bet. But I'll throw down 10. You know what I'm saying? And we can do it that way. He says Hollywood hates high testosterone and see it as a threat. The Shang Chi movie looks great, but the actor doesn't look much like the Shang Chi from the comics. True, Shang Chi from the comics, we know, based on Bruce Lee.
Right.
But remember, it's not about necessarily getting an actor that looks there's a 1-for-1 copy from what the comics is. Simi Louis, or however you pronounce the name. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. Simi Lou. He's popular in the Asian community, Asian American community. He was in he was in a top rated show. What was that show? They just canceled it on Netflix. The last season playing right now. Can't think of it. But the guy from he was also in Young Rich that what's it called? Young Rich Asians, Crazy Rich Asians. So he's a popular Asian actor. You see what I'm saying? You go and you get a popular Asian actor who also happens to know martial arts. So I think you got a win-win there. You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
Yeah. He says the actor from the new Mortal Kombat looks more like Shang-Chi and is more shredded and lean. I don't care. My opinion is give me the best actor who can do the best job. If he looks the part, cool. If not, but he puts on a dope ass show, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. I honestly, we're talking about fictional characters. They can come out tomorrow, come out with a Shang-Chi book, and he could be totally fat because that's what they can do. You know what I'm saying? So and we get different. I mean, Batman, you get a slim Batman, you get a medium build Batman. Sometimes you get a heavier Batman. You know what I'm saying?
It all depends on which Batman it is.
Right. It all depends. It just depends. Even with Superman start off real lean, and then 2000s they made him kind of thick. You know what I'm saying? They tried to beef him up a little bit. It just all depends on the writers and the artists who draw. But I hear you. You know what I'm saying? With him being based off Bruce Lee, I'm pretty sure they would make him real lean, real, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. He says, I hope the fight scenes doesn't cut a lot and aren't camera shaking closer because Shang-Chi's supposed to be Marvel's greatest. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I think they probably are going to be looking at old or get their inspiration from old Kung Fu films. You know what I'm saying? So you won't have that shaky cam. This is going to actually be nice choreographed fights. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it'll be believable. stuff like that. And it'll probably be more action oriented. Like we saw the scene with him fighting Razor Fist on the bus. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Big set pieces.
Right. You're gonna. I think you'll get a lot of that stuff like that. But when we do see the fight, even when you saw him fighting his sister, you know, the flip that he or the dodge he does, he flips back up. Like you're gonna see stuff like that. You're gonna see some nice stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My belief is anyway. He says Shang-Chi with the 10 rings can hang with Thor and the Hulk without. I think he can defeat Captain America and Black Panther. I don't necessarily know if he can defeat Captain America and Black Panther. But he can. You absolutely right. He can hang with Thor. He can hang with a Hulk. He is the greatest martial artist. I just don't know if he's. It's weird me saying that because it's kind of like I'm contradicting myself. But from my understanding is Black Panther is the guy.
Right.
And I might have to look it up. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. But from what I understand, my years of reading the Marvel comics,
They'll put the pause on him.
Yeah, Black Panther is the guy. Like there's it's Black Panther's like Batman. You know how Batman is the guy in DC, Black Panther is the guy in Marvel. And it's few and far in between who could probably even, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. I'm gonna search right now. Because it might have already happened. Let me see. Okay, they got in this one. The question was, can he beat Black Panther? They say yes, he would beat him for a majority. Will he beat him? Oh no, that's the question to ask him. And I guess the answer is no. T'Challa is someone who is very slightly behind Shang-Chi in raw martial arts skill and is physically superior to him. They are number 1 and number 2 martial artists in the Marvel universe. I don't see any scenario where Shang beats T'Challa with his powers. He's simply too strong, adorable. Heck, a depowered T'Challa will still give Shang-Chi one heck of a fight. And that's what I'm saying. Like, from my understanding, Black Panther is the guy with, you know what I'm saying? Even if you stripped him of his
right, of the powers.
Of the herb.
The herb.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, one like this guy said, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. I agree with that. And I think that could be interchangeable just depending on who the writer is. You know what I'm saying? All right. Last chat. He says if they ruin the Hulk, I expect the same for Abomination. No, I don't think they ruined the Hulk. You just got a different situation with the Hulk. You know what I'm saying? I think them bringing the Abomination back, and I think Kobe, I think you can probably vouch to this. This is going to make the Hulk out. Now we're going to get that Hulk, that savage Hulk back. Remember, Marvel doesn't like to acknowledge that they made a Hulk movie. You see what I'm saying? But now they're bringing the Abomination back, which means that they're kind of going back and saying, yeah, that was us. We did do that Hulk movie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So I think we're gonna get that savage Hulk back. You know what I'm saying? So don't be so certain and ready to throw the Hulk away or even the Abomination away. These are 2 characters. Remember, the Hulk is all about changing. Remember, we talked about Bruce Banner has multiple personality disorder. That's his whole thing, and it's being manifested through the Hulk. You see what I'm saying? So with him having that type of strong schizophrenia like that, it's manifested through the Hulk. It's embodied through the Hulk. So every different personality he gets is being shown through the Hulk. That's how I like to view it. So it's not that he was emasculated or castrated as the terms that you use. It's just, this is, you know what? I'm trying to make peace with having this big green. But how can I make peace? Let me get some pieces of me and some pieces of the monster, put them all together. You get this Professor Hulk or this
character, right?
This watered down Hulk, so to speak. But I don't think that's going to last long, because anytime that happens in the comics, it doesn't last long. Right? It doesn't last long. So that's what I think you're going to get. I think even with the She-Hulk thing, I don't think Abomination and Mark Ruffalo's Hulk is going to be in it to that extent like that. Will they show up? Yeah, but why is Abomination in She-Hulk? Think about that. He's the only reason he to show up is to coax the Hulk out of retirement. That's how I look at it. That's the only reason. There's no other reason for him to show up in She-Hulk, especially if this is supposed to be a legal comedy situation.
Right.
I think this is where you get to be.
My thing, right? Yeah. Right. You get some comic, maybe like a little bit of comic humor, but like you said, like a legal like drama.
Mm-hmm. You know,
so I think she would be maybe defending his case.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe against him, trying to put him away.
Yeah. He breaks out, Hulk fight. Like it's gonna be remember the thing about the Hulk is the Hulk, as strong as the Hulk is, baseline Hulk is not stronger than baseline Abomination.
Right.
Abomination is stronger than Hulk, technically. You know what I'm saying? It's just Abomination's strength doesn't go up and go down based off of his anger. You know what I'm saying? Or his feelings, so to speak. So if the Hulk gets mad enough, yeah, he'll get stronger and stronger and stronger, and he'll be able to outlast Abomination. But there's plenty of times where Abomination has ran through the Hulk.
Straight working.
You know what I'm saying? Plenty of time. Because he is baseline stronger than the Hulk. So if the Hulk doesn't get mad enough to raise his power level, Abomination gonna get him any day out of the week. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that's what we're gonna. This whole, a She-Hulk could be the trial of Abomination. Why does and what happens? Why does she need a blood transfusion, or what turns her into She-Hulk? Maybe the Abomination met, you know what I'm saying, beat her up or something like that. She lost a lot of blood. The Hulk was involved. He was the first on the scene. He stopped the Abomination, but due to them two being cousins, he had to give the blood transfusion. Right? That's how I see this going. She becomes She-Hulk. She doesn't want to. She becomes She-Hulk. She goes back to work being a lawyer. Her first case is against Abomination as She-Hulk. I could see something like, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of loose. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, just throwing some things out the dome, but I can see that working.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's the way they have that show set up.
Yeah.
It's
right. Like I said, why
it wouldn't flow anywhere other way.
Any other way. He says, I want DC to do a new Karate Kid movie. You mean their first Karate Kid movie, but Karate Kid isn't as pop, you know what I'm saying? I know you brought him up a while ago, but how popular is Karate Kid?
Right.
That's another thing too. I mean, they could show him. He could show up, but how popular is he? I doubt we would get the savage, brutal, violent Hulk again. Disney wants to make him a comedy relief for little kids to sell toys. Remember, they were selling toys with the violent, with a brutal Hulk though. Yeah. In the Avengers. So
everybody wanted Hulk hands.
Right. Remember, that's really what they sell is the hands. You know. So he says the Russo brothers already say that the arm can't be healed. The MCU Hulk is dead for me. We now have a green Russo brother, but just because they say that don't mean nothing. That really don't mean to me. Things, you know what I'm saying? Things change as the storyline moves. That's how I see it. But that's it. For the longest, when Magneto pulled Wolverine's adamantium out of his body, how was he gonna get the adamantium? You know what I'm saying? That happened. That was 5-6 years without adamantium, man. Right? And them saying, nah, he's not getting it back. Bone claws. You know what I'm saying? They tried to add, like, nah. However the story needs to move or change, they will change it. So, last one, XR, and then we gotta go. He says the woke SJW don't want to see more toxic masculine alpha males anymore. That's why there's so many female characters coming in. The future is MCU. I guess that's
MCU.
Oh, MCU. Yeah, the future is female, man. I'm gonna tell you this, XR, and you shouldn't be upset by this. We got toxic. If you want to throw the word toxic and hyper masculine, we got that for hundreds of years. Ever since cinema, you know what I'm saying? With cinema, we got that. It's not hurt. Who is it? You're not hurting to have all female groups or to see females on the forefront. That's not hurting you. And if you are an alpha male, you should applaud that. That's not hurting you. You're an alpha male, right? And
The alpha male wants an alpha female.
Right. That's what you want.
Mm-hmm.
So that the narrative of the MCU and the future's like, yeah, the future's feminine. And I got a daughter. I want my daughter to go as high as she can go. You see what I'm saying? I want her to be afforded every opportunity, everything. Now I know, life ain't fair and stuff like that, but if an opportunity come across and she can you know what I'm saying, win from it or whatever, I want her to be afforded that opportunity. I don't have an issue with females being on the forefront. Is the movie good? You know what I'm saying? Is it something believable? Is it a story that I can follow? And now I agree with you on man. If they're coming out and they're bashing men just to try to make females look good, then yes, I agree with you.
No, do not agree with you.
They don't need to bash men to make females look good. But having a lot of females, hey man, the world is what it is, 3-1, 4-1 female to men.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Something like that in the entire world. So yeah, I don't have an issue with seeing females. There's more females in the world than it is men.
Right.
If all of the world got superpowers, it'll be way more female superheroes out here than male superheroes. That's just how it is. Villains also. So I don't have an issue with females, man. And you shouldn't either. To me, having that type of issue, and I'm not calling you weak, but it shows a weakness in your masculinity if you are looking at females as an adversary to you. You see what I'm saying? Females should never be an adversary to a man.
No, women should compliment men.
Right. You should never view. There you go. You should never view a female as a threat.
Nah, man, that's toxic. You know what I'm saying? Without a woman, you don't progress
at all
as society. You don't progress as people without man and woman. You know what I'm saying? So
he's saying, and I know I said last comment, but he's saying, nah, it's boring, predictable, and goofy. I like female characters, but not with the genders preaching bullshit. I mean, okay, so you like men with the genders preaching bullshit? That's what I'm trying to understand. Like, remember, you're just talking two sides of the same coin. You got the female side and the male side, right? And you're saying boring, predictable. We've got boring, predictable male for the past however long. Like I said, movies been around.
Right.
Now you're just getting the opposite side of the coin. Now, like you said, with an agenda preaching what bullshit are they preaching? Female empowerment. I'm cool with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you got to think we've had chain smoking, alcohol drinking, women beating men for the past however long. Right. No matter what type of film you looked at, that's how a man was betrayed. In order to be strong, he had to beat up on a woman.
Right.
To me, that's bullshit.
Right. That's weak.
That's weakness.
Right.
Or they always showed the damsel in distress, and only the man could come and say, "You talking about predictable?" That's what we got for years. Damsel in distress. Name a franchise that didn't have that. Indiana Jones, damsel in distress, always damsel in distress. Star Wars, they went to save Leia, damsel in distress. Like, you talking predictable. That's predictable, bro. That's predictable. So, and most females hate men nowadays. Women here in New York, man. And you know what? I hear you, man. I deal with that. I got another show, and I might be talking about it this week. Called Society's Coach. I got another podcast that I do, and I talk about stuff like that. I don't think majority of the women hate men. It's just what we're being shown. You see what I'm saying? And they're showing it to get a rise out of people like you, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let them get a rise out of you. You keep pushing what you need to push. Positivity. What masculinity really means. You see what I'm saying? Because to me, there's no such thing as toxic masculinity. None at all. So that's how I see it. But I feel you, XR. But we're gonna wrap up, man. Kobe, how you doing, bro? Kobe, you there?
You hear me?
Yeah, okay, I hear you now. Yeah,
Okay,
you ready to wrap it up?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, man. We're gonna wrap it up, man. XR, appreciate you coming in. We didn't get Caleb
Yeah, no
today.
doubt.
That's funny. We didn't get Caleb today, but appreciate you. He also says he'll watch any Wonder Woman movie, but not watching Captain Marvel. You're gonna be surprised how they do Captain Marvel, man. I'm not, gonna tell you to go out and watch it, but I think you'll be surprised by this Marvel's movie that comes out.
Right.
But yeah, let's wrap it up. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I want to thank everybody who was in the chat or had anything to do. I'm gonna figure out how to get some of these Facebook comments to come over.
Okay.
I don't know why it should show up on here, because sometimes it do and sometimes it doesn't, and it's weird to me. But either way, appreciate everybody for joining in. This is Blues House. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Peace.
Take it easy. Be safe.
Yep.